Don't be in a rush to do anything. Don't be in a rush to make friends. Don't be in a rush to rush your career. If they're at their own pace and you guys started at the same time and they feel like they're ahead, don't mind it. You don't know what they had to do to get ahead. You don't know the steps that they took, but only you know what steps you can take to get where you need to be. Okay? I know this face probably look foreign right now. You guys haven't seen me in a month. That is so crazy, but I missed you guys so much. So much. I feel like YouTube is definitely my purpose, and whenever I don't be on YouTube, I feel a little lost. I feel like something's missing, but I have been going through it for quite a while now, just purging out energy and purging out people in my life and journaling, going through shadow work, dealing with different energies, getting used to different energies, getting used to change, getting used to my new life, new opportunities. And I have business cards now, which is crazy because I was at a point where I didn't even know what I wanted to do with YouTube alone. And now I feel like I have many hats. So it was time for me to get business cards because people were asking, but I was like, I don't have any. And I was like, I need to get some because I have that. That's my status now, a businesswoman. So I definitely needed the nice little cards, something to showcase what I do. This is just, the beginning. Eventually down the line, I'm going to add more stuff to it. But yeah, the quote of the day is, I don't go where the grass is greener. I water my own grass. Okay, that is the quote. And while you think of the quote, you guys already know the routine. And if you forgot, well, I gonna light up this candle. I gonna get myself situated while you guys think of the quotes. And another thing I want to put is, you guys know I've been supporting this Tea Mama local tea. So today's flavor is mango black tea. So I'm going to dip that in the cup. The cup is already hot. I just have to light up the candle. You guys think about the quotes and I'll be right back. And FYI, I've had the same candle for months now. It's not a new candle. We're not getting a new candle until that one runs out, okay? Coins, baby, coins. We gotta save up. Speaking of saving, and saving up for some big things. A vehicle. Yeah. So I could get around and do what I actually got to do. But back to the quote. That's what I've been doing, is watering my own grass. Okay, we have a tendency of either looking for external validation, trying to see what people we fit in with, growing and looking at other people and seeing, if they're doing it, then I could do it, or looking at other people and wondering, what am I doing wrong in my situation? And they're so far ahead doing this and that, and they're doing this, but I'm right here. Just looking at external things, thinking that the grass is greener on their side, but everybody has their own path. You don't know what somebody did to get to that point. It might not match with your morals. It might not match with your purpose. So watering your own grass is what I've been doing, and it has gave me more internal peace, knowing that I'm not looking for external validation in other people, in different resources. In the beginning of my career, I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to build up other people while still building me up. So I had a series on my show where I was interviewing other people and different talents and trying to start different podcasts with different people. And I was like, hold on, but I don't even have my own foundation yet. You know, I'm trying to build my own foundation before I could go off into other adventures into my career. And that's what I've been doing. And another thing that comes with that is purging out different energies and people. When you purge out different people, you have to purge out the energy that comes along with it. And when you outgrow people, you outgrow your old self. So I've been outgrowing my old self. It's been hard. I don't like using the word hard. It's been challenging, but it's nothing I cannot overcome, right? Outgrowing people it takes courage. It takes self-awareness. It takes you to be brave, because it's hard to detach from people or situations or your old self, knowing that it was either a good time to have, it was attached to your trauma, so that's definitely hard to let go of, or it's just something you weren't ready to face, right? So doing that, I had to learn that it's okay to change. It's okay to outgrow people. It's okay to face certain parts of yourself that you don't want to face. It's okay to do all of that, because that's just part of the human experience. People come and go. You have the tree, you have the branch, and you have the leaf. Some people are actually the root in your life. Some people are the leaf, and some people are just the branch. Realizing who is who and not going against the force of trying to keep certain things in your life, that is okay. I had to come back to me. I had to come back to isolation. I had to come back to myself and realize I'm doing it for me. I have to build up myself before I build up anybody else, you know? And that's the phase where I'm at, is becoming a little bit more selfish when it comes to me and my energy, because I owe it to myself. It's because I have things that I need to do. I have to fulfill my purpose. I have to be here for my YouTube channel. I have to be here for my career. I have to just be here for me, right? Realizing what doesn't work for me anymore and what does. And the certain stuff that I was dabbling into wasn't working for me anymore. It wasn't working for the new me, the new Jaya, right? This is a new era. This is a new spiritual awakening. This is a new ascension for me. So I had to realize, okay, this is a pattern you want to let go of. Well, that also comes with letting go of such and such, letting go of this type of energy, letting go of this person. And it may be sad. It may be something that you don't want to do, but one thing you don't ever want to do is hold yourself back, especially when it comes to external situations, because external situations, they change all the time, right? But you honestly, you honestly have to realize as well, change is the only constant, okay? Nothing is ever going to stay the same forever. Just like how you grow in age and you change a different age each year, or you change up your hairstyle, or you change whatever. Like, change is the constant in life. So you have to get accustomed to that. You have to realize, like, this is life. Don't ever be afraid to change because such and such is telling you a sellout, you act in Hollywood, or you acting too bougie, you acting too good for such and such. If that's the case, then that's the case. You know, don't ever try to fit yourself into a box for other people. Don't ever let anybody fit you into a box, you know. Be by yourself for a minute and see who comes to you. Don't try to come to people and confide into something that you're not, to fit into the crowd, or you know, be of status of a certain, you know, you know, it will never benefit you at the end of the day. It's going to benefit the other people, sure, because you're confiding into whatever they got going on, but it's not benefiting you. It's not benefiting your purpose. It's not benefiting who you want to be. I'm constantly growing. I'm constantly reflecting on who I want to be for my higher self, for my career, for my purpose, for my spirituality, and some things just don't align with that. And especially when you start to recognize your trauma, when you start to recognize that half of the people that you attracted into your life is based upon trauma and what you're used to and what is your norm, but you have to really indulge yourself into the new. Take a step forward into what's new for you. It might be scary. It might feel like you're walking on air, but once you get accustomed to honestly just trying the new, it works. And it could start off with the simplest thing: trying new food, trying new places, trying new TV shows, listening to new music. It helps you get accustomed to the unknown, the unfamiliar feeling, and then you could take it to higher heights. Okay, I listen to new music, so maybe I could try listening to new podcasts. Maybe I could try a different approach to how I make friends, how I act within relationships, how I want to start off my career. Starting off with the baby steps and then eventually building a foundation for you. This is your season, especially summer is coming up. Summertime, yeah, I might be outside. You might catch me shaking a little ass, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also going to use this summer to build up me, to build up my career, to build up who I want to be. This summer is about making things happen for me. Summer is approaching, and that's the season that I'm in. So I might be outside a little bit, but I'm going to be here for me a lot. Okay, I'm going to totally transform myself into something new this summer, because that's the goal. We want to be something new. We want to be accustomed to change. Remember, we was in the phase of being afraid of change, and now we embracing it, honey. Okay, I see something and I'll be like, I'm not really used to it, but since I've been trying something new anyways, I'm gonna indulge in it. And it has been working for me so far. Like the other day, I was at my job at Levels and they had an open mic night, and it was on stage and it was in front of people, and I didn't have a poem. Usually I have poems in my notes. The girl was like, yeah, you look like you just have a whole bunch of stuff in your notes. And she was right, but I couldn't find my password. So I wrote down something real quick. I went on stage, said what I had to say, and it was a beautiful moment for me. It was something new, and it honestly gave me more courage. It gave me more confidence to know that, okay, if I could do something like this, then it's like I could do other things like such and such. And it brings you into this new confident energy, and you start to realize what works for you and what doesn't. So even if I did feel like, okay, being on stage didn't work for me, well, at least I tried it. This is about trying new things. Don't fully lock yourself into something, especially if you're around my age. I feel like that's what the 20s is also about, is trying out new stuff, seeing what works for you and what doesn't. So like when you come at a certain age, it's like, okay, I know what works for me for certain, but since we in this blooming stage, we are becoming the butterfly, we're gonna have to try something. If it works, it doesn't work. Right? Or even if you are whatever age actually, and you feel like you're just now living the life for you, just keep trying stuff. I've been in a phase of just doing that, just trying whatever, especially when it comes to a career. A lot of people have been telling me, yeah, girl, you got so many hats. Yeah, because I'm just trying stuff, seeing what works for me and what doesn't. I tried the hair thing. It don't work for me because I just don't have the patience for it, but I'll do hair time to time for me, my family, whoever's close to me, but I won't do it as a professional thing. And I could be proud and just be like, yeah, but I tried it. You know what I'm saying? Other things too, maybe I could just try singing one day, hopping in the studio. If it worked for me, it don't work for me, but at least I tried it, just trying different stuff, because that's what life is about for me right now. Just trying a whole bunch of different stuff, even when it comes to dating. Okay, I like this person. I like that person. I like what they doing. I don't like what they doing, but at least I tried it. And it helps you learn more about yourself. So it's like when somebody asks you now, what do you like? Because I know that's the hard question. Like, tell me about yourself is one of the most hardest questions, and it really don't have to be, but it is. So when you start to try new stuff that's might be out your comfort zone or whatever. So next time somebody asks you, yeah, tell me about yourself. Well, for starters, I am such and such for my career. I dabble in that. I dabble in this. I like this in a person. I don't like this because you tried it, right? And then it makes the question even easier. You know, I actually started having more conversations with people that way. So they asked me about myself and they were like, yeah, what do you do? Oh, bet this is my time to shine because I've been trying stuff and I realized what I don't like or what I do like, right? Somebody asked me, yeah, what's your type? I honestly don't have a type, and I realize that I might have a preference, right? But if somebody comes to me and they're not totally my type, hey, I'm not gonna diss off the person. The only thing I really like is how a person thinks, right? Any other thing is cool or whatever, but you wouldn't know that unless you tried, right? So it is trying stuff. We're trying stuff. We're embracing the new. We are letting go of external validation. We are watering our own plants, our own grass before we go into anybody else's situation, right? Because you could get caught up in a lot of stuff trying to be in other people's circle instead of trying to make your own, right? Right. And you honestly find 4 lifers that way, honestly, once you just stick to what you know. And don't be in a rush to do anything. Don't be in a rush to make friends. Don't be in a rush to rush your career. If they're at their own pace and you guys started at the same time and they feel like they're ahead, don't mind it. You don't know what they had to do to get ahead. You don't know the steps that they took, but only you know what steps you can take to get where you need to be. Okay? And don't listen to anybody else. Okay? Be teachable, but take what resonates and take what don't resonate, right? If somebody tells you something in the pit of your stomach, you feel like, nah, that ain't for me, don't confine into it because somebody told you that's what you need to do. Okay? Follow your own stuff, see what works for you, and then come back. If it pops up in your head like, oh, such and such said this, maybe I should try it and it actually works, then cool. Don't forget to give them their flowers. You know what I'm saying? Don't be biting off people and heck. But take what resonates, takes what don't. And, you know, you don't have to be you fully confining into something that they told you to do. You could put your own little mix to it because at the end of the day, it's about you. It's what you want to do, okay? Remember, this is about you. So this summer, we are blossoming into who we need to be for us, for ourselves, so we could be happy. Okay? We're not focused on making other people happy. We're not lifting up other people before us. We are being selfish. We are, you know what I'm saying? We getting into it this summer. Yeah. So thank you for tuning in to this wonderful, soulful episode. I am so sorry that I took 4 ever, 5 ever, 6 ever, 8 ever to come back to YouTube, but I am here. And I feel like I am definitely in my purpose now. So we are here. I will be more constant. I kept saying trying, but obviously we gotta cut out the try and just say will. We will be here because we found out what works for me, and what works for me is YouTube. That is my purpose. Feel me? You feel me? Yeah. So I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.